Welcome to Wetsuit Out There. This is Everything Wetsuits. This is the series where we give you a deep dive through the wetsuit ranges from the biggest brands on the planet, and we take their technical terms and features and we digest those into more easy terms that you can understand so you can make the most informed decision when you're buying your next wetsuit. Today we are here with the incredible Roxy Wetsuits. I'm pretty jealous that I don't get to wear these myself, but I spent quite a bit of time with the team, getting some feedback, getting some thoughts on the wetsuits, feeling them and pulling them apart myself, so we can bring you the best review of these wetsuits possible and to break down the technical terms. As we always do, we're going to start this video by going through the technical terms and things that you're going to hear throughout, and then we're going to go through the range of wetsuits that you can find from Roxy. This autumn winter is a very, very exciting time at Roxy, the same as their big brother or their brother brand Quicksilver. They have introduced Prologue, which is an incredible brand, does a lot of work in the snow and surf industry about its insulation, its warmth, and its incredible product and materials used. So they have incorporated that throughout the range, which we will go through and see. You can see that there's a Prologue Bio Stretch fabric and a Prologue Bio Warmth fabric, which we will discuss further. But it's an incredible big step, especially throughout the range of Roxy wetsuits. You're also going to hear me talk about Lavaprene, which is a premium level rubber that has 4-way stretch, super light. We have the Stretch Flight Eco, which is, again, it's a really stretchy fabric that is used, that also has an eco side to it where it is attached to a carbon black program, so it's recycled car tires, recycled offcuts, and it has a sustainable function with that. You're also going to hear me talk about Ocena, which is a natural rubber that has been introduced into the range, into some of the suits, which we will break down. And then also we have talk on internal linings, critical linings, liquid taped seams, which we will go through as it applies to each suit. But that is the technical talk on Roxy. And now we're going to dive into the top level wetsuit from Roxy, which can be a little confusing because it's the Elite, but it is the Elite Warmth versus the Elite and the Elite Stretch kind of. So there's a warmth and a stretch. We will talk about the Elite Warmth first and then go down from there. This is Roxy's Elite Warmth wetsuit. So as mentioned, the Roxy Elite Warmth wetsuit, their premium level cold water wetsuit. This wetsuit is perfect for taking on cold waters through the winter if you're someone who feels the cold, or if you're in a really cold location, Scotland, or going on a trip, etc, etc. This is the wetsuit for you. Here she is, beautiful looking, very sleek, very stylish. We're going to start with the inside because that's where the magic is happening, and then we'll go through some of the magic that's happening on the outside too. So as you can see, this has the Prologue Bio Warmth lining running for, I would say, 75% of the wetsuit, if not more. Basically from your chest all the way to your ankles, you are getting incredible warmth. The retention of the heat with this fleece lined kind of high pile jersey is incredible. It dries really fast. And another key factor is it doesn't add a lot of weight to this. This is super light for a 5mm wetsuit. And then you have the performance side of this suit, which is the Prologue Bio Stretch fabric, which is through your shoulders, down your arms, in this panel here, which is key section for paddling, and then in your hips as well, so you're free to pop up and to rip through your turns and to surf really easy and naturally without feeling restricted by your wetsuit. The stretch is crazy. This is a 5mm and I'm not stretching that hard at all. I'm not that strong. Yeah, very light, great wetsuit. The other factor is you can see the taping. So critically taped areas, there's a lot of taping. It's not 100% taped because it doesn't need to be, so they're not adding that extra weight, but it's critically taped in those areas. And it has the Stretch Flight Eco rubber to give it that stretch and that freedom. The reason why I say that this doesn't need to be 100% taped internally is obvious now when you look at the outside. So On the outside, first of all, branding wise, style, black or black logos, really subtle logo. I think it's great. I love it. I know that sometimes your wetsuits can be super loud and you don't really want that, especially in the cold waters as well. Great branding and look to the suit and design. And why I mentioned about the internals not needing 100% taped seams is because these liquid taped seams on the outside pair up with that to ensure you're not getting flushes and leaks through the suit. It's a very low profile liquid taping as well, so it's not adding weight to the suit, it's not making the suit unable to stretch. It's very free and light for a warm water wetsuit. The bib system entry is a really easy to get on and off. I love it. You have to be a little bit like flap it over your head and you're all good, but I absolutely love it. Most people do it with more style than I do. And then the jersey. So this is Champion Stretch recycled jersey on the outside, full suit. It feels so soft and not kind of scratchy or anything. So it feels incredible when you're wearing the wetsuit as well as when you're paddling and actually surfing in it. So for me, there's a reason that this is the Elite and called the Elite, and it is because it is that level of a wetsuit. It is a premium wetsuit that delivers every box ticked. It's a big favourite, and we love it internally at Wetsuit Outlet. We know the guys at Roxy love it, or the girls at Roxy I should say love it, and you will too. So moving from the Elite Warmth to the Elite, first of all, you're going to get a little sneak peek here. This colour is actually a colour for next summer, so it's not available yet, but how cool is that? But the typical suit will look a lot like this, except for it doesn't have the externally liquid seams. But this is the Elite, which is all about performance. So essentially it's Roxy's version of a Quicksilver Highline. So you've got lavaprene, you've got the lavaprene material through here, which is the premium stretch material, the 4-way stretch. It's crazy light. It stretches like a joke. This is available in a 4mm, 4.3 and a 3.2 because it is all about the performance of this wetsuit. The Champion Stretch jersey liner on the outside feels incredible. It looks really great. The branding on this one is incredible. We also do have a really cool green one for winter, so a black one and a green one for winter, which I don't, these are all samples, so I don't have a sample of that, but it is available now and looks incredible and you should check it out. And then internally, so I only have the one sample of this, so I'll quickly show you, but internally, this is the Prologue Bio Stretch internal throughout. So head to toe is this Prologue Bio Stretch. So 100% taped internally, so you're not getting any flushes and any kind of leaks throughout the wetsuit. And then the Bio Stretch material from Prologue gives you incredible stretch, incredible comfort. It still is a high pile material as well, so it's great for retaining heat when you've been paddling a lot as well. But this is that wetsuit you want to go to if you've got a heat, if you've got an hour lunch break and you're just going for a surf and it's a little bit cold, grab the 4.3. You're not going to be restricted. You're going to surf incredibly well. You're going to look cool, and you're going to have a wetsuit that's dry for your next session as well, because they do dry fast with the Prologue stretch lining as well. Because of the stretch on this wetsuit as well, you will not find a wetsuit that is easier to get in and out of. I promise you. That's key, especially when you're in a rush, like racing your lunch breaks or that dawny session and you got to get to work. The suit is fantastic at getting on and off, and the stretch is everything around that. It's got the bib entry again with a nice easy zip, which is super good to get on and off. I love a bib entry and a chest entry. That is the Elite, and it is Elite. You should get it. Get it for your performance surfing. So moving on from the Elite range, as you could call it, to the range that is most popular, best selling through Roxy, and that is the Swell Natural range. So these are all of them. So they come in some wonderful, fantastic colors and designs and patterns, and we can go through why these are great and how they've actually improved as well. So first things first, this is Everything Natural rubber. So you're getting a sustainable natural rubber wetsuit with incredible stretch. This is a 5mm. You're not compromising anything at all on stretch or feel or comfort or durability with it being natural rubber, and it ticks all the boxes. It has the repeater stretch jersey lining, so you are getting that high level stretch and feel through the suit, and you'll see more of that internally when I go through that now. It also incorporates the Prologue Bio Warmth panel as well, which I will take you through on the inside. But this is the outside, so I just wanted to show you, they come, like, I love this, it's got a cool like pattern that's almost like black on black, but not quite. It does come in a hooded option as well, which I think there's like a little bit of like not enough women's hooded suits on the market. So in terms of thicknesses, the hooded is a 5'4", and then you can get a 5'4", 4'3", 3'2", all in chest zip, and you can get back zip options as well, which I will go through it and I'll show you the inside. So the inside, this is actually a back zip to show you, but the inside of the chest zip basically looks exactly the same. So you've got the repeater stretch jersey throughout the suit, so it's incredibly soft, really, really stretchy, feels incredible. Like, it's not scratchy at all, it feels really, really nice. Then you've got the Prologue Warmth panel in that key section to ensure you're warm, to retain that heat through your body, and to ensure that you're comfortable. It also dries really quickly. And then on the back zip version, as I spoke about, so you have protection from the zip, so you've got this panel that ensures the zip's not on you and making you cold, and also means that your body weight's not escaping through that. And then you have Prologue Bio panel behind that, and then on that key area and on your kidneys too. So that everyday sessions, sorry, this is the equivalent of the everyday sessions to what you'll find in Quicksilver, and it's the Swell Natural series. It's a workhorse wetsuit. You can use that, and you have an option to have a summer suit and a winter suit in that. The 5mm is really light and really stretchy, comes in great colors. As I say, this one looks incredible too. You've got the bib entry again, so super easy to get on and off. That kind of wider step through entry ensures that you can get them on and off really quickly. The lightness and also the design, again, it's a nice subtle design. People can see that you're wearing Roxy, so you get kind of street cred, but at the same time, it's not in anyone's face. And if you want to go bold, there are cooler colors as well. This is a really nice pattern design with the kind of, looks like the top goes over it. It looks really, really cool. This is like a suit that a lot of the team in the UK go to as well. I know that a lot of them will use the Elite in their heats and in their shorter surfs, but in their longer surfs, especially in the winter, the hooded version of the Swell, a lot of the team use because of how great it is. So the Swell series, or the Swell Natural series or range, great options for thicknesses, hooded options. Everything Natural rubber as well, ticks every single box, and it's a bestseller for a reason, and if you haven't got one, you should get one. So the next range from Roxy we're going to talk about is the Rise. Now the Rise is really cool. It looks really cool. They have a whole capsule, so you can see that they've got, let me put that down and make it easier for myself. You can see that they've got a really, really cool shorty for the summer, a long jane, which all pairs, and then even like a cool little two-piece as well. But we're going to talk about the wetsuit, because this wetsuit is not just a fashion item and not just a statement piece. It's beautiful to look at and also great to touch and feel and great to wear. So first things first, I've seen a natural rubber in this wetsuit. So sustainable natural rubber, good for the planet, stretches like a boss, and more brands are using Osina, so it's more and more trusted, and the quality is there for everyone to see, the performance is there for everyone to see, and the durability is there too. So Osina natural rubber, the repeater stretch jersey, so on the inside it's the repeater stretch, so quality, you've seen that in other sections and other ranges through the suits. and even through the Quicksilver range as well. You've got great stretch, great touch and feel, beautiful wetsuit. It has this is the only sample, but let's turn her inside out. So you're talking Prologue Bio stretch lining through this wetsuit as well. So top to toe, you've got the Prologue Bio stretch lining all the way to your ankles from your neck, and you've got the critically taped areas so that you are not getting any flushes, you're not getting leaks through the wetsuit at all, which is perfect. This wetsuit is available in a 4-3, so it's great for autumn, early winter, different parts of Europe throughout all of the winter, coming out of winter in England, and then 3-2 available in the summer, and then obviously these are 2 mils and stuff for the summer. But for the wetsuit, also it's got this kind of, I don't even know how to describe the pattern, but it kind of gives me like is it Art Nouveau kind of feel. The brand is really cool, the seam details exceptional, and the panel placement has also been strategically placed with women who have designed these wetsuits, tested these wetsuits and built these wetsuits for women. So you know that you're going to get comfort and great kind of placement on your panel, so you're not getting any rubbing, you're getting really free paddle and really free movement. Unlike a lot of the other range, this is a chest zip, not a bib entry. So it still goes over your head, but just one slight difference there. But it still looks really, really good. Still looks great. Incorporates the natural rubber of Osina with the Prologue Bio stretch. So you're ticking all the boxes for performance, for quality and sustainability. And the whole range looks great as well. That is the Rise range from Roxy. We love it. Okay, so moving from the Rise to the last wetsuit that we're going to be going through on the Roxy range, which is the Prologue Plus. So the Prologue's been around for quite a long time, and Roxy have made some great improvements, some features that have been added to the wetsuit. So now the Prologue Plus is superseding the Prologue. So the Prologue will be no more, and the Prologue Plus will be the entry-level wetsuit from Roxy that is incredible. Let's just go through it. So first and foremost, some really cool colors and some cool kind of simple black color as well, which is incredible. They feel great, they're nice and light, they stretch really well. This is a 5 mil, and that is stretching and returning its stretch incredibly easy and feels great. You've got the 3D Max stretch neoprene or rubber through this, so you do have stretch and quality in the materials put into the wetsuit. These are available back zip only, really nice quality zip that goes up and down, super easy. And then when you look at the inside of this suit, you have Prologue Bio panel on the chest and on your back, with a section that protects the zip from your back. So you are getting the same materials that are in the top end wetsuits, the Prologue Bio stretch material on your chest and on your back to ensure that you're warm and retaining the heat given, and on those key areas of like your kidneys and stuff. So you're ensuring that you're warm, but also flexible, lightweight, and also a great price point. If you are looking for an entry-level wetsuit, if you're just starting out getting into the water, paddleboarding, surfing, then you don't want to break the bank. You want to make sure that the sport is right for you. You don't also want to put yourself off by buying a bad wetsuit. If you buy a bad wetsuit from a supermarket or somewhere cheaper and it's horrible and crusty and cardboardy and doesn't stretch, it's going to put you off the sport. So if you buy an entry-level suit like the Prologue Plus from Roxy, you're going to ensure that you love the sport and that you're comfortable doing it, and that you're ensuring that you're having fun, because this is why we all do it. And talk about fun, you could get out there in this like pink and gold number or this snazzy little number 2, and you'd look great, as well as taking on surfing for the first time or starting again. And ultimately, if you look good and you feel good, it's going to be fun. And that's what it's all about, and that's why we do it. But the Prologue Plus is an entry-level wetsuit at an incredible price point that is packed full of features and benefits that are hard to find anywhere else at that price. So definitely recommend checking it out. Comes in back zip only, but it comes 5mm, like 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. It's available now. That is Everything Wetsuits Roxy. You do have incredible accessories from Roxy as well. Bags, clothes, gloves, hood, boots, everything you need. We have it all online at Wetsuit Outlet. We use these wetsuits. The ladies in the team love Roxy. As I say, I'm jealous that I can't use some of these. But if you have any questions, email us, hit us up on socials, follow us, and we will help you in any way possible. But that is Everything Wetsuits Roxy. Thank you.